morning, guys. We just got to the parking garage and we got a pretty good spot. We're pretty close to the tram, so you know it's gonna be a good day when you get a good parking spot. So we're about to head into the park, and we got a little later start today, but that's okay. We were exhausted after yesterday, but that's what we're doing, and I'll probably show you some clips walking in or what we're doing first. On the tram.
Driver, you are clear.
Yay! About to ride the horse trolley car, and we're standing in the back. We are standing in the back. This is fun. Our horse's name is Robert today, and he's going to be taking us to the castle.
Look at the castle. Oh, is that cool or what?
Morning, Robert! So cute! So much cute Aladdin stuff. Oh my goodness. Look at all of the cute Aladdin stuff. Oh, it makes me miss it so much. Bring it back to DCA, please. Look at all of the cute Aulani, like Hawaii Disney stuff. So cute. Well, I guess it's not Aulani, but you could wear it to Aulani. So cute. So right now we are headed to Hungry Bear for lunch. It is lunchtime now. It's exactly 12 on the dot. We just did a little bit of shopping. We got a really cool new pen I'll show you at lunch. But I'm very hungry and it's getting a little warm, so that's where we're headed right now. And I will probably show you when we get there. This area you can usually see the Rivers of America, but right now it's all blocked off for the Star Wars expansion. So it's kind of a bummer. I'm missing the river, but that's what we're looking at right now. And even the upper level of Hungry Bear is all blocked off too. Wow. I'm gonna not do Hungry Bear just because of all the little screens that are up and all the boards. It's just kind of blah to look at. So I think we're gonna head over to Pinocchio's, but we're gonna ride Haunted Mansion on our way there, so that'll be exciting. So we decided to eat lunch at the Golden Horseshoe instead of going over to Pinocchio's, well, Village House. But we're about to watch this show pretty soon in about 10 minutes. So we're gonna eat here. You guys know we love this place. It's always so fun, and you get a show, so that's even better. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now, and then I will probably show you our food once we get it to our table. So I got chicken nuggets for lunch and a Fanta Float, and then they have fish and chips as well. But yeah, I'm really excited for my Fanta Float. It looks so yummy. Alright guys, so I think the last time you saw us we were headed to Big Thunder. No, it was after, right? I don't know what the last clip was. Maybe it was Golden Horseshoe, maybe it was us headed to Big Thunder, but we did do both. So we just finished up that, and I think now we're about to go get a snack and then take some pictures, and then maybe, I think we're gonna do Mickey and the Magical Map after that, but I'm not really sure, but I'm excited anyway. So that's what we're doing right now, and I just wanted to check in since it's just been kind of a very mellow, fun day. It's kind of warm, but it's okay, it's still worth it. So it is about 2:45, and there's not a lot of people. This is really nice. Yesterday was crazy. The day before that wasn't too bad, but this is really nice. There's not a lot of people, but right now we're headed to Starbucks. So that's what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna head back to Mickey and the Magical Map. Our Starbucks, and we brought it over to Mickey and the Magical Map. We're gonna be watching the show soon, and then I got us a snack. We got a Mickey cookie. That's a really, really bad shot. There we go, Mickey cookie. So that's what we're doing. We're about to watch the show, and I'm really, really, really excited. All right, guys, so we just got done watching Mickey and the Magical Map, but I think we just got like little return things for Peter Pan, so that's probably what we're gonna do. But that's what we are doing right now.
You want it? Huh? All day.
So I forgot to vlog before I ate part of his ear, but we're having a little snack over at Coke Corner. I've got a Fanta, I've got some cheese and my pretzel, my Mickey pretzel, and I'm really excited. Story short, I'll fill you guys in later, but we are literally the last people to leave the park. There's no one here except cast members now and security shooing us out of here, but it's dead empty right now. This is insane. All right, guys, so it has been a very, very, very crazy night tonight. I don't remember the last clip I honestly vlogged face to face with you. Let's see, we went to the parade and the fireworks. But before that, we were headed over to Peter Pan. Okay, I think the last clip before that was actually at Coke Corner when we grabbed a pretzel. And they had, my family had ice cream out of pretzel. So that's what we did. We were at Coke Corner, and then Jeff and Karen met up with us for a little bit. We got to hang out with them for a little bit. And then we were headed to Peter Pan. Sorry, this is like, it's been really like an insane night. Went over to Peter Pan. The line was way too long, and we had like a return time thing. Way too long, so we said we're gonna skip on it. Then we went to go get our spots for the parade, and then some Disney magic happened, and we ended up in the reserved VIP area for the parade and fireworks, thanks to a little fairy godmother. I can't say much, but that's how I'm going to classify it. So that's what we did. We were in the VIP area, and I don't know if I'll include any footage of that, just because you guys have seen it before and whatnot. So that was that, and then afterwards, I don't know if I talked about this in our last vlog, but, oh sorry, I have like an itch on my hand. In last night's vlog, my sister, well not the vlog, but in last night, after Dapper Day, my sister's little Dapper fan, like the little lacy drop down fans, fell off the tram, and there was this huge like a miscommunication. No one could find it. I mean, it's this white little fan. It's really hard to like miss on a black asphalt. So it just kind of was like running around the whole tram area trying to find it, and there was just lots of people, and it just got to be very, very insane. So one of the guys, one of the people from the tram services wanted to meet up with us tonight, and so we hung out with him after the fireworks, and we just got to talking with him, and we shared Disney stories, and he shared his Disney stories and some fun little Disney facts and things like that he's learned along the way. So that was a lot of fun. It was just, we love talking, like I said, we love talking about our memories and Disney history. It's just, that's what we do. We just have such a love and appreciation for the parks, and so that was definitely a magical highlight from our trip for sure. And then by the end of it, we were literally the last family to walk out of Disneyland tonight. The people that, I don't know, I think I filmed a clip walking out, but the people that you could see were all of the cast members going to check out, basically, and the security guards waiting for us to leave. So that was a very insane experience, just to see the park completely empty with nobody around. The music still going, you could see the castle. I mean, everything was just shining in its glory, and there was not a, another guest around except for the staff and cast members and stuff. So that was definitely another magical moment. And then after that, I mean, like, I had like no time to literally whip out my camera. I think I was able to pull it out very, very quickly as we were walking out. But then we got on the tram. We booked it to the tram. There's like hardly anyone on there, and then this really adorable group. I think they were siblings. Weren't they siblings? Okay, I think they were siblings. Very nice girls, and then they had a younger sister and the younger brother. But we got to talking with them, and they were hilarious. Like, we were sharing funny little Disney things here and there that happened to us, just how our day went. They were all talking about Dapper Day, and we showed them our pictures, and they were like, "That's so great." They loved our ears. They loved our shirts. I don't know. I think I showed this earlier. But they were just literally the sweetest girls. I have not had a tram full of people like that in a long, long time, that we have talked with, laughed with, like pretty much became friends with in like a 2-minute tram ride, 3-minute tram ride to the parking garage. So that was a really neat way to also end our night. So it's just been a very crazy magical day, and you cannot capture magic on camera. I mean, it's hard to explain, and I think it takes a trip to Disneyland to understand what that magic is, but it's been a very, very, very amazing night. Just a great way to end my birthday trip. So it's been a great day. I could probably start crying right now just because of all the like I said, magical stuff that has happened this trip. It's just been a very, very special and memorable trip for sure. But sorry, I'm like trying not to get choked up here. But we picked up some food because we had like a late lunch, and then we had the snack, and then we weren't hungry, and now it's like, what, 11 o'clock? The park's closed at 9. It's 11:30 right now. The park literally closed at 9. So 2.5 hours later, we picked up some food, brought it back to the hotel room. I've got a little itch here. I'm looking really shiny and beautiful right now. No, not really. But that's what we're doing. I hope you guys enjoyed this part of the vlog. This is going to be part 3, so you'll see what we do tomorrow. But yeah, like I just, it's like hard to like remember everything because there was just so many amazing things that happened, and very, very grateful for everything for sure. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, and then I will see you guys in the morning. So before I forget, I forgot to mention this, but I know in my last vlog I talked about being a little upset that Aladdin's gone and no longer in DCA, and that they're bringing in Frozen, and I'm like, I'm over Frozen, everyone's over Frozen. But we were talking with a guest relations cast member tonight, and he completely changed my perspective on the whole Frozen thing. He said, you know, Aladdin had a great run. It was 13 years. It was something that we loved and we cherished from our childhood, which was amazing. He said, but it's time for this next generation to have the memories that we had in Disneyland at that age. And he brought up the Lion King parade, which Lion King at my age was my favorite thing in the entire world. I had Lion King pajamas and clothes and dresses and blankets and stuffed toys. Like, I had everything Lion King. And for my 4th birthday, it was like, the day we went home from my very first Disneyland trip, I turned 4 years old. So I was 3 years old, but we were there for my 4th birthday. It was my first Disneyland trip. And we have pictures from that Lion King parade. And he made a good point that when he watches the fireworks shows, and I think he even said World of Color, watching these young kids' faces light up when they hear Frozen and they hear those songs, that's what reminds them of their childhood. That is what they're growing up with. That is the phenomenon that they are growing up with at that time. And we sat and did a little bit of math. Lion King was something that was popular when we were young, right? So that was the big thing. They had a whole parade dedicated to Lion King at Disneyland in 1995. I was born in 91, so 1995, so I was 4 years old. And when I was, you know, that age, my mom was in her mid-20s, which I'm in my mid-20s now, so I could have kids. I have friends that have kids, and I see all of their posts about their children, their daughters, their, you know, even their sons loving Frozen. So it is time for that next generation to have something that when they get older and to our age, they're going to remember their childhood with their kids, or, you know, whoever else. So it totally makes sense as far as the timing goes. It's completely accurate. My mom was my age when she had kids and experiencing Disneyland, you know, with the Lion King parade, and I was young and I was 4. So everything just sort of clicked when we were talking with this cast member, because he made so much sense about this movie being the movie of their childhood, where Lion King and Aladdin and things like that were ours. So getting mad at the fact that Aladdin's gone, and he was saying, like, I'm sure the parents back then when the Aladdin parade came out, or when the Lion King parade out, the parents that didn't, or not parents, sorry, the adults that didn't have kids when the Lion King parade came out, I'm sure they were upset that that parade came out, because it was a whole parade dedicated to Lion King, and so obviously they didn't have like the main Disney parade going at that time. So he was saying that, yeah, there were people upset then too, and so that's why people are upset now about Aladdin leaving, but we don't get it, because there's some of us that aren't parents, and we don't see that next generation obsessing over Frozen. And then maybe there are some parents out there that their kids can't stand it. That's fine. I'm sure there were kids out there that couldn't stand Lion King, to be honest, or even Aladdin for that matter. So I just wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit, because I was like, I don't want this to be here, and I was talking about it in my last vlog, and I was all bitter. But when he put it into perspective a little bit about, you know, the next generation having something to hold on to, I was like, I'm all for it. It kind of just sealed the deal, I think, for my whole family, because we were all a little sad that Aladdin was leaving. We really, really loved Aladdin. So I just wanted to add that little clip in there. I know it probably took a little while for me to explain that, but I know a bunch of others of you were like, rallying with me saying, yeah, like, we didn't want Frozen either, blah blah blah, but it totally makes sense. So I'm gonna leave it on that note, and then I will see you guys now tomorrow morning. Good morning, guys. We usually don't come to Disneyland on our last morning. We usually just go to downtown Disney to do a little shopping, but we figured we have to eat anyway, and we never really did like a meal for my birthday, so we're headed to Carnation, and we had a really easy time getting in this morning, so that means that the day is going to be great. So I look a little washed out, but we'll be at Carnation in literally seconds. It's just so pretty.
See, look, and then they go into the ice cream bar.
To be honest, it looks kind of true.
Oh, really?
Ham cheese almond. I'm not a fan of ham cheese almonds, but I've had a ham cheese almond here and I like it.
So we got to Carnation, like I was saying, and my family, they snuck something on me. I usually know pretty much everything when it comes to our trips and stuff like that, since my mom and I usually plan them together. But we decided to have Carnation Cafe for breakfast this morning for my birthday, since we didn't really get to have like an actual dinner to celebrate in the parks. And they surprised me and got me my favorite spot at Carnation, which is the little roundabout that is outside. So I'm going to show you our view right now. So we're sitting in this little like gazebo thing that's right on the edge of Main Street, and you get a great view of the front of the cafe, the restaurant, and you get to see everyone coming in for the day and all that fun stuff. And so they surprised me. Thanks, guys.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. So that's what we're doing right now. We're about to have breakfast. We have these really, really pretty carnations, but we're just waiting for our food, and we've got a great view. looks so yummy. I got the Oscar's Choice. My mom and sister both got the omelet, and my dad got the chicken fried steak. So that's what we're doing. Oh, and of course, chocolate milk. Looks so yummy. How about if I blow it out first, and then we'll sing happy birthday? Okay. Out of the park, we're saying goodbye until next time. So we're on the tram, we're headed home. I'm sad, are you guys sad? Yeah. You guys sad? I know, we just got done shopping at World of Disney. You guys want to say goodbye? Bye! Bye. So we're on our way home, about to go to the car, and then I think we're gonna get on the road and then get lunch down the road a little bit, just try and get through traffic. But we had a great morning, and still gonna be filming my Disneyland haul, so you'll see some of those goodies that we bought today and from this trip in that haul. But yeah, we're really sad to leave. I started to tear up in the park earlier just because it's just been such a magical weekend, and just one for the books for sure and one to remember. So very, very special. And yeah, so we're sad, but we'll be back fairly soon. So anyway, I'll probably check in the car sometime, maybe close to home. I'm not really sure, but we'll see. But right now we are for sure leaving Disneyland Resort property. Alright guys, so it has been a little while since I have checked in. I actually ended up falling asleep on the car ride home, like almost immediately after we got in the car and left Anaheim, and then I slept all through the LA traffic, all through the Grapevine, and like a ways down the road after that. But we are now awake, obviously. We grabbed a little snack to eat for the ride home, and then we're almost home right now. So let's see, we left at 1:51 and it's right now 7:39, and we are about 20 minutes to a half hour away from our house. But I just wanted to check in since it's been a while. I didn't get any clips of LA, leaving LA, none of that stuff, because I was really tired. We contemplated possibly staying an extra day, but we were all just exhausted. We wanted to see our animals, and I'm kind of glad because I am very tired. So, and not to mention I've got a lot of work to do once I get home, so we got to get on those YouTube videos. But yeah, that's basically all. I think I'm just going to close out the video now since I don't really, oops, the car was like, woo, since we don't really have anything else to show you right now because there's nothing exciting on the road. But thank you guys so much for watching our Disneyland vlogs. This is the end, the final part of our Disneyland vlogs for my spring birthday trip and Dapper Day experience, and we had literally the best time. Just a very, very, very magical trip. One to remember for sure. Just so many different things happened that I completely unexplainable, but yeah, it was just a really amazing trip. So that is all. If you guys like this video, I would love it if you would give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, definitely subscribe. That way you'll be notified when I post new videos, also new Disneyland vlogs. And I think yeah, oh, and if you want to follow me on social media, my Snapchat and Twitter are the same. It's just at Lauryn N Gardner, and my Instagram is at Lauryn Nicole Gardner, and you can find me on there. I posted some pictures from our Disneyland trip when we were there, and I also Snapchatted a bunch of the days as well. So if you're not already following me on there, you should, because you'll get like live updates and live posts. You won't have to wait for the vlogs. Ooh, it's got a little dark in here. But that is all I have for this video. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you again for following us along on our Disneyland vlogs, and I will see you all on our next trip.